Daniel Robinson, a geologist, was last seen on the morning of June 23rd, leaving his work site in the desert of Buckeye, Arizona. Nearly a month later, Daniel's Jeep was found in a ravine approximately 4 miles from where he was last seen, and police say that the vehicle appeared to have rolled and landed on its side. Daniel's clothes, his cell phone, wallet, his keys, they were all found at the scene, and police say that foul play is not suspected, but Daniel's family says otherwise. Joining us now is his family. We have Daniel's father, David Robinson, and Daniel's brother, Roger Colley Robinson. I want to thank you both for coming on this morning to talk about Daniel. And I do just want to start first, David, and then Roger, if you can tell me a little bit about your baby brother. But David, tell me about your son.
Thank you for bringing us on.
How are you?
Brianna. Daniel, he's a very outspoken guy from his childhood. Daniel, he's always challenged everything. He challenged his siblings. He want to outdo them academically. Everybody know that Daniel been born without a right hand. He never let that stop him. He done everything from learning how to play a French horn. He learned how to play the trombone. When he got into college, he sought out to be a geologist, and he pursued his dreams, and he accomplished those goals. Graduated with honors. He also is a friendly guy. He always have friends. The College of Charleston down there, I've seen so many of his friends that love him. Daniel's a guy that loves to travel. He spent times with his friend on traveling. He's loved nature. He liked to do hiking. Once he got out here to Phoenix, he liked to hike. He liked to travel, like I say, see nature. And he loved his career as a geologist. He liked to collect his rocks. He has a rock collection. But most of all about Daniel, he's a person that like to bring people together. And even in this moment when he's not here with us, he's bringing everyone together right now. So that's the type of person that Daniel is.
I will tell you, I have been reading about your son, and I have been so impressed by him and what a special person he clearly is. Your baby brother, Roger.
Yes.
And I just wonder, right now authorities are saying that there is no foul play suspected. That's not what your family thinks. Tell us about this.
Well, there's too many things that's going on with this case. From the beginning, from a family standpoint, Daniel, he would never do anything, outside of telling his family. The first indication that I thought that was very strange with Daniel is, after 6 hours not hearing from him at all, he either would call his siblings, his mom, or myself. He let somebody know where he'd gone. But once Daniel became missing, and we realized that, I think the quick action wasn't there quick enough, first of all. But then when, that caused me to have to do my own searching and things like that. But once his vehicle was found and the way it was found, it just didn't look right. It didn't sit right with me. That's why I ended up getting my own private investigator. And from that point, everything that was found from that point indicates that, we need to look a little farther than just saying he's just missing.
Roger, the Buckeye police say that the case remains open and active. They say currently we are consulting outside experts for enhanced analysis of the data from Daniel's vehicle. We are also asking anyone with information to please contact investigators. What do you think, Roger, about what police are doing and where this investigation into your brother's disappearance, where it stands?
From what I'm getting from this, I feel that, they're trying to do what's right at this point, but I feel that it's a little too late. Like my father said, had they been quick about it in the beginning, we wouldn't be here 3 months later, still searching for my brother and still looking for answers. I think my sister that lives in Arizona, my father did a lot in the beginning, trying to push and get things moving, pleading with the police, begging for them, hey, can you help us get a search? Can we do an air search? Can we get something? And I just think the lack of action initially is what's leading us here. And now they're having to backtrack and try to bring in outside sources to help search for my brother.
Okay, what's going on here? Hold on, let me see here. Oh, that is it. Okay, so click off of that. So basically, they still haven't found him. This has been going on since June 23rd. So as you can see, the bot, my night bot, is letting you know that there is a GoFundMe for Daniel Robinson. His dad's name is David Robinson. But Daniel Robinson, he's been missing since June 23rd from Buckeye, Arizona. And if you can, I'm not saying you have to, but if you can help, if you can go into their GoFundMe and, donate a little something if you want, it's up to you. But anyway, so let me go over what they were just saying. New details released by the police shed more light on the car crash related to disappearance of Daniel Robinson, the 24-year-old geologist who went missing after leaving a work site in Arizona desert over the summer. The Jeep Renegade belonging to Robinson, who was reported missing June 23rd by his father, apparently sped up immediately before it crashed into the ravine in the desert area. The Buckeye Police Department in Arizona said Wednesday the acceleration right before the crash could indicate an attempt to drive up the other side of the ravine. The police said, citing a collision report from Santan Recon, a collision reconstruction and consultation company. Let's see what else. Robinson's SUV was found on July 19th, which is 26 days later. It wasn't 2 months as they were putting it. It was literally 26 days later. Less than 3 miles away from the work site where he was last seen, police said. A pile of his clothing and belongings was discovered nearby, Robinson's family said. The report also showed that more than 40 ignition cycles were recorded following the crash, which could indicate attempts to restart the car or use the electric system. The police department said noting that it's not clear how many of those cycles occurred during the tow recovery and when the investigators downloaded the data. There was an 11-mile discrepancy between the crash data report and the displayed odometer reading, which is not considered unusual, the report said. Similar discrepancies have been noted by the Jeep dealership, service department, and other crash reconstructionists, the report said. Still, questions remain regarding how Robinson went missing, prompting his family to hire an independent investigator and form a volunteer search team after his father said he believed police weren't making progress in his son's disappearance. Once Daniel became missing, he realized that I think the quick action wasn't there quick enough, his father, David Robinson, told CNN in September. That caused me to have to do my own searching. David Robinson has said the amount of news coverage has his black son's disappearance has received in her. Hold on. David Robinson has said The amount of news coverage his black son's disappearance has received is hurtful when compared to that of Gabby Petito's case, a white woman whose story became a national obsession for many when she went missing, spurring digital detectives to comb through her online trail to try to solve the case. The story the story underscored the tens of thousands missing persons stories that do not garner such intense interest. There were nearly 90,000 active missing person cases as of the end of 2020, according to the National Crime Information Center. You wish you lived in the world where everything was equal, but it's really not equal. Robinson previously told CNN, adding that he emphasized with Petito's family. We just want answers, brother says. Speaking on CNN in September, Daniel's brother, Roger Colley, Robinson echoed his father's sentiments. It's just saddened me that it takes this much, to get people's story out, like my brothers and and anyone else, he said. Excuse me, my voice is going out. We shouldn't have to depend on other stories or other cases to push our own story. And we just wanted answers, just like anyone else. I think my brother or anyone else's brother or father or sibling, whoever they may be, they deserve the same attention, he said. Roger Colley Robinson has also said he believes police were not quick to act when Daniel was reported missing. I think my sister that lives in Arizona and my father did a lot in the beginning, trying to push and get things moving, pleading with the police, begging for them. Hey, you can help get the search. Can we do an air search? Can we get something? Colley Robinson told CNN. Colley. Buckeye Police Assistant Chief Bob Sanders told CNN in September that his officers have covered all of the bases in search of Daniel Robinson. Wow, okay. But he hasn't been found, but they did everything they can do, right? Okay. Sanders said the department had followed up on every head, interviewed co-workers, friends, relatives, and reviewed all evidence, adding that the investigation is ongoing. I think that's it, y'all. Let me see if there's anything else. One moment, please. Sorry about that, guys. My son decided he wanted to put something into the video. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with this case. Still no Daniel Robinson. I don't understand it. You can find other people, but you can't find him. Hey, Joss, how are you? Okay, so let's see what you guys are in here saying. Experienced Africans. Hello, welcome. These YouTube screets says someone knows something. This is too strange. Yeah, it is. It's very strange. And she said hello to you, Experienced Africans. Let's see. And then at YouTube screets, great, thank you, and you. And Jocelyn, how are you, sweetie? At Experience, I'm good. Should be sleeping, but you knew keeps me awake till all hours. LOL. Okay, no, stop it. Turn off your pings and your notifications temporarily, and then we'll go from there. And Joss, she said, "Hey, baby girl, hope you are well." Yeah, I hope you're okay too. I'll call you after the live because I was actually gonna call you, but you got to me first. Anyway, so yeah, so the father, the son, like I don't understand that, like how they're able to get somebody to go look and search down for his son, but the police is not doing their job. Like that doesn't make sense to me at all. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys hear this. I'm not gonna do the video. I'm just gonna do the voice. So give me a second. This is the audio. I mean, not the voice, but the audio. Let's see.
Celebrate those individuals.
Well, that's not it. Give me a second. It's a commercial. Of course, there's always commercials on these things. Oh, it's the same video that I just showed. I'll go ahead and show it again. That way you guys don't have to worry about looking into it. You'll have all the information you need.
He was last seen, and police say that the vehicle appeared to have rolled and have landed.
There we go.
24-year-old Daniel Robinson, a geologist, was last seen on the morning of June 23rd, leaving his work site in the desert of Buckeye, Arizona. Nearly a month later, Daniel's Jeep was found in a ravine approximately 4 miles from where he was last seen, and police say that the vehicle appeared to have rolled and landed on its side. Daniel's clothes, his cell phone, wallet, his keys, they were all found at the scene, and police say that foul play is not suspected, but Daniel's family says otherwise. Joining us now is his family. We have Daniel's father, David Robinson, and Daniel's brother, Roger Colley Robinson. I want to thank you both for coming on this morning to talk about Daniel. And I do just want to start first, David, and then Roger, if you can tell me a little bit about your baby brother. But David, tell me about your son.
Thank you for bringing us on, Brianna. Daniel, he's a very outspoken guy from his childhood. Daniel, he's always challenged everything. He challenged his siblings. He want to outdo them academically. Everybody know that Daniel been born without a right hand. He never let that stop him. He done everything from learning how to play a French horn. He learned how to play the trombone. When he got into college, he sought out to be a geologist, and he pursued his dreams, and he accomplished those goals. Graduated with honors. He also is a friendly guy. He always have friends. The College of Charleston down there, I've seen so many of his friends that love him. Daniel's a guy that loves to travel. He spent times with his friend on traveling. He's loved nature. He liked to do hiking. Once he got out here to Phoenix, he liked to hike. He liked to travel, like I say, see nature. And he loved his career as a geologist. He liked to collect his rocks. He has a rock collection. But most of all about Daniel, he's a person that like to bring people together. And even in this moment when he's not here with us, he's bringing everyone together right now. So that's the type of person that Daniel is.
I will tell you, I have been reading about your son, and I have been so impressed by him and what a special person he clearly is. Your baby brother, Roger.
Yes.
And I just wonder, right now authorities are saying that there is no foul play suspected. That's not what your family thinks. Tell us about this.
Well, there's too many things that's going on with this case. From the beginning, as from a family standpoint, Daniel, he would never do anything, outside of telling his family. The first indication that I thought that was very strange with Daniel is, after 6 hours not hearing from him at all, he either would call his siblings, his mom, or myself. He let somebody know where you're going. But once Daniel became missing, and we realized that I think the quick action wasn't there quick enough, first of all. But then when, that caused me to have to do my own searching and things like that. But once his vehicle was found and the way it was found, it just didn't look right. It didn't sit right with me. That's why I ended up getting my own private investigator. And from that point, everything that was found from that point indicates that, we need to look a little farther than just saying he's just missing.
Roger, the Buckeye police say that the case remains open and active. They say currently we are consulting outside experts for enhanced analysis of the data from Daniel's vehicle. We are also asking anyone with information to please contact investigators. What do you think, Roger, about what police are doing and where this investigation into your brother's disappearance, where it stands?
From what I'm getting from this, I feel that they're trying to do what's right at this point, but I feel that it's a little too late. Like my father said, had they been quick about it in the beginning, we wouldn't be here 3 months later, still searching for my brother and still looking for answers. I think my sister that lives in Arizona and my father did a lot in the beginning, trying to push and get things moving, pleading with the police, begging for them, hey, can you help us get a search? Can we do an air search? Can we get something? And I just think the lack of action initially is what's leading us here. And now they're having to backtrack and try to bring in outside sources to help search for my brother.
So there we go. That was a repeat of earlier. So that way you don't have to go back. So this is what I wanted to read to you guys. This is on Daniel's. The dad has made a Daniel search thing for his, it's called, you go on, please help find Daniel. Hold on, let me see if I could. Okay, so please help find Daniel.com. And it says how you helped. This is how you helped. Thanks for all the volunteers that came out on Saturday. Searches with passion and common goal of finding Daniel. I am forever grateful for you. Your labor of love means a lot to me and our family. Thank you. Those who wish to help in the next searches, please click on the search for Daniel, sign up, or go to searchfordaniel.org. The private investigator seeking answers is Mr. Jeffrey McGarth. Let's see. That's three. Hold on, let me see. Three Laws Recon Investigations. I guess that's the company he works for. We are continuing to print flyers and purchase other needed materials to keep the public informed of current events. The desert searches have produced findings that not only help us get closer to the answering to what happened to Daniel, but also have possibly brought closure to other families that have been searching for missing persons in their lives. We have recovered close to 5 or 6 human remains in the area we searched. Those remains are in hands of the Buckeye Police Department. Hotel and living expenses is expensive. Hotel living expenses is an expense that can determine if I am able to remain in Arizona. I look forward to being on the front line for as long as I can to find out what happened to my son. I need all the help that I can get in doing so. I thank God for all the help that I received. I appreciate you. So this is his GoFundMe. Doing great. He asked to raise 40,000. He's already raised 159,323. And that is 17 people just donated. So it's an ongoing donating. They're donating. So This is what the father put in to let them know what the donation is for. David Robinson and Davisha Robinson, which I believe is his sister. No, it must be his mom. I never did get her name, but Davisha Robinson are organizing this fundraiser, and it could be his sister. Geologist Daniel Robinson was last seen the morning of June 23rd, 2021, leaving his work site in the desert of Buckeye, Arizona. He was driving his 2017 blue-gray Jeep Renegade and is believed to have headed west into the desert terrain. After graduating college in 2019, Daniel landed a career as a field geologist and moved to Phoenix, Arizona. He oversees many sites located in a remote desert locations, often working in extreme conditions and traveling long distances to work on projects. Let's see what else they have for us. Okay, so these are like the donors. Okay, let me pull this thing up. Oh, that's the opposite way. So this is Daniel. This is where you can sign the petition. So that's him and his dad. That was his mom. I guess that would be his aunt. Let's see who this is. These are just people in the background. I don't know who they are, but that's Daniel and his dad. That's Daniel again. Daniel. And another picture of Daniel. And that's Daniel. As you can see, he does have a missing hand. And that's Daniel again. He looks happy. Look how happy he looks. Very happy looking. Those are his friends in the background. He's happy. Look how happy he is. See his missing hand right here? But he's happy. He's handling. Wow. Okay, wait. And police brutality. Oh, he is with the Black Lives Matter. Okay. He's putting in some work as well. And this is him all fancy. Okay. So this is where you would sign. Let me see if you guys can see it. Oh, that's still the pictures going on. All right, let me share this. Okay. So this is yep, I got the right one. Okay, cool. All right, so this is how many people have signed. Let's get 150,000. They have already gotten 91,544 that have signed. You just put your name, your last name, your email, phone number is optional. Send message to get updated campaign progress and discover other relevant campaigns on change.org. Let's see. So that's Justice for Daniel Robinson. My name is David Robinson, and I am the father of geologist Daniel Robinson, who has been missing in Buckeye, Arizona since June 23rd, 2021. From the first day, give me a moment, please. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys want to read that, you can. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So let's see where I was at. Arizona. Okay, so I have done more to find my son than the law enforcement agency. Those jurisdictional authority covers, let's see, covers where he was last seen and where the vehicle was recovered. The Buckeye PD investigation has not gathered any evidence of their own. They are unwilling to move beyond their theory, which leads to non-action on their part. This petition is another step in This petition is another step in holding the Buckeye Police Department accountable let me get that up, to make sure this case is taken seriously. We have done a total of 7 searches that have recovered the remains about 6 people, hopefully bringing closure to other families. My public searches are coming to their completion, and the Buckeye Police Department has responsibility to continue. This petition will ensure that this happens. My family has a high interest in the outcome of the investigation, seeing that everything that needs to be done is hold on, needs to be done is done to bring my son, her son, their brother, their nephew, their grandchild, and their cousin home. Since most of the family cannot be here to talk directly to Buckeye Police Department, this petition gives them the ability to have their voices heard. Daniel's family will feel empowered knowing that they have the community's support and agreed upon desire to see that everything is being done to find Daniel. As far as 2021, Arizona has 915 people missing. Arizona ranks number 4 in country in the country with the most missing people each year. Organizations like Name Us, who rely on public input, have about 1,300 unidentified persons. Wow, that's a lot of people. This is without knowing the total number by the FBI's National Crime Information Center. Missing persons is a growing problem for Arizonans. The other problem is knowing that many families never get closure and feel that they didn't get an urgent response from the law enforcement office with jurisdiction of their case. It appears that Buckeye Police Department lacks the training to effectively conduct searches for missing persons. Hopefully, this petition can start the process of having funds relocated to programs that focus solely on missing persons, missing and exploited children, and identifying remains found in the desert. Arizona is among unique places with national conditions that wreak havoc on the remains of humans' body. If a missing person finds themselves in the desert situation, their rescue must be swift. Unfortunately, the police officers are not equipped, nor are they appropriately trained in rescuing and recovering a missing person. This petition is needed so that the community can move toward a solid resolution to the growing problem found in the state of Arizona. This is a sad situation. Like, wow. Okay. We would like to have David Daniel's investigation changed from missing person to a criminal investigation. This change in investigation status will allow Buckeye Police Department to use the evidence obtained to seek warrants. Daniel went missing from his job site June 23rd, 2021, and his Jeep Renegade was found about 2 miles from his said job site on July 20th, 2021. Okay. Since my son was reported missing, Buckeye Police Department has done very little. Before the vehicle was found, they did two before the vehicle was found, they did two confirmed searches that that included the area where my son was last seen. Guys. And where my son's vehicle would have been discovered in the future. In the future. Those two searches resulted in no findings of any kind. Since then, the public searchers that I created have recovered about 6 human remains in the same area that Buckeye Police Department said they thoroughly searched for my son. With coordination of my private investigators, my searches later recovered evidence that backs up the data taken from the vehicle black box. The problem is the Buckeye detectives told me that the data showed that my son was driving in excess of 30 miles an hour. 30 miles plus miles per hour at the point of impact, and all the airbags deployed. Wow. Okay. Because of the rollover, however, when my investigator read the exact information provided by the Buckeye PD, he found that the vehicle was traveling under 30 miles an hour. In addition, he found that the car was also cranked in excess of 40 times after the initial impact that caused the deployment of the airbags. The vehicle was driven over 7 miles after the initial crash and airbag deployed. The damage on the Jeep was not consistent with where the vehicle was found, nor did it match the terrain of the desert where it was found. Unfortunately, the Buckeye detectives did not know how to read their own pulled data. Let me pull this up. Or they were intentionally trying to mislead me. The shortcoming of Buckeye Police Department have been plentiful. Unfortunately, I have found that they have lied or approached the investigation in a nonchalant manner on several occasions. Wow. The evidence is clear that this should be changed to a criminal investigation because of my private investigator found. Give me a second. Investigators found that my son's vehicle was staged and that possible crime had occurred. To date, there have been no warrants sought for my son. The Buckeye Police Department refuses to change its theory and wants to continue in a missing persons direction. Based on the evidence, this is unacceptable and Buckeye Police Department must be held accountable. Wow. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So far, like I said, they got 91,555 signed up, and they want it to get to at least 150,000. That would be an amazing thing. So if you guys can go on here and you guys can, put your name in there and for the petition. They're not asking for anything else except for you to sign in and put in for the petition, sign up for the petition. That's it. Simple. Okay. So, hey Naomi, how are you, sweetie? Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. Yeah, so this is what's going on. They still haven't found him. I don't know. They have no rhyme and no reason for why they're not helping them. I don't know. I don't understand that. But he is doing his part. And today is Saturday. Every Saturday he has volunteers looking. So far they found I believe it was 6 or 7 human remains that they've been supposedly looking, that they said they looked in that area, and now this is what the volunteers are finding. People who have less experience than the cops are finding human remains. Come on, guys, this is getting really old. Where people are like citizens of the United States, or people in United States, they're not certified, they're not cops, they're not investigators, and they're finding human remains, and the cops, same spot that the cops were looking, have not been able to find anything. It's too much. It's too much. So I just wanted to give you guys an update that I had. Let me call the father and see if maybe he'll be able to answer. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let's see if we have anything else. Give me a second. And then I will be getting off. Like I said, it wasn't going to be a long one. Okay, give me a second here. I'll let you guys hear it. I don't know if he'll be answering or not. And I'll leave a message for him. And because they're out there searching, I'm not looking for him to answer, but if he does, that would be amazing.
Yeah, Rich David Robinson with Positive Ideology. I'm unable to answer your call at this time, but please leave a name, number, and a brief message, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, how are you? This is Nancy. I just wanted to catch up on anything. If you might have any more updates or anything going on with Daniel, if you could give me a call, I would appreciate it. I know you're busy. I hope everything goes well today. I know you guys are out there searching, you and the volunteers. Good luck on everything. I hope something happens real soon so that way you guys won't have to be going through all this. So I pray that everything goes well today. You guys have a great day. Oh, and please call me at my number. Thank you. Bye. I almost said my number on here. So that's what hopefully we can, hopefully they'll get some more information. But as you can see, the GoFundMe is in here. It's also in my description. If you can, great. If not, that's fine. But you can go and do the petition. That's free, no charge. And they'll keep you updated on what's going on with Daniel. So, and if you guys have any information that I don't know or I haven't been able to give you, please email me down below. Okay. Put on there in the subject Daniel Robinson. That would be great. And youknew2021@gmail.com is my email. youknew2021@gmail.com. And also, if you have any cases that you would like me to go through or look at, I can do that. It's up to you. That's fine. And if you have any information, like I said, on Daniel Robinson, that would be great as well. Hopefully we can, help the father find him. The more we put this out, the more people are out there with the information. Maybe somebody sees him. Who knows? So see how this goes. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for coming in. Please hit that like. I appreciate your time. And I will see you guys at a later date. Thank you, fam. Bye.